Also,
Astaroth, yeah.
Final Fantasy Dissidia, the Steelbox Brawler Edition is on sale right now on Amazon for $40 right now. So if you want that, it's just one of the special editions that comes with like little art cards and stuff like that. So it's the special edition one that was originally like $60 or something like that, but it's on sale right now for $40.
Oh, awesome.
Pick that up. Let me see if I got that right. Yeah, it's $40 right now. It's off of 6, so it's basically 1/3 off right now. So check that out if you want to grab that. I know some people have been picking up that game. I forgot who I was talking to. They're like, "Yo, this game is actually really sick." Who was it that I was talking to? I can't remember now. But in any case, the Score eSports just did a little video on Justin Wong, on basically his history. Let's see if I can get this in here. The history of Justin Wong. So they did a little video on him right here that basically just talks about his history. They talked to me about that a little bit.
Cool.
So I think I have a little part in there where I've talked about how he's probably going to go down as one of the greatest U.S. players of all time. Right?
No doubt about it.
Yeah, so there you go. So check that out as well. And then finally, in the New York Times.
Oh, yes.
There was an article that showed up about Next Level. Nerd Josh was talking to us about this. Some guy was just there playing, and then Nerd Josh just started talking to him and like giving him advice, like telling him what was going on and everything like that.
Just like randomly.
Yeah, and then the guy was like, so it turns out I'm writing an article for the New York Times.
Right.
And they ended up writing this article in the New York Times. And Nerd Josh's family got him a copy of it and everything like that. So he has it now. And if you have a New York Times online subscription, definitely check that out. If you have the actual New York Times itself, you can go and read that article in there. A lot of stuff from Henry Sen and Nerd Josh in there. So there you go.
Also, it puts out the ages of all the players, which is hilarious.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Henry Sen.
Yeah. Flash G.
Oh, dang. Okay. Washed up scrub, dude.
Oh, that's hilarious. Was I also in that video that you were just talking about with Justin? That's what people said.
Oh, were you in it as well?
I have no idea if I was in it or not.
Did you forget that you were interviewed for that?
Yes.
Awesome.
Was I? A lot of stuff happens, all right? I don't know. Can't remember everything over here.
Okay.
Also, there was a humble bundle of fighting games.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Which ones? There was like Guilty Gear, Blaze Blue. I don't remember which else.
Should I pull up Humble Bundle?
Can you just look it up?
Humble Bundle. So let's see here.
Brawler.
It's
right there.
Oh,
you're just on it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. The mouse over. Let's see. Humble Brawler Bundle. This is a pay what you want. That comes with Guilty Gear Accent Core Plus R.
Oh.
Blaze. I don't even know which.
With some Blaze Blue.
Blaze Blue Continuum Shift Extend.
Okay.
And Skullgirls.
Also.
You can also, if you pay more than $561 on average, you'll also get Arcana Heart 3 Love Max as well as Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
Wow.
Can help rebuild that scene right there.
Sure.
And then you can pay $9 or more to also unlock Guilty Gear Xrd Sign, Rivals of Ether as well. So there you go. And then if you want, you can also get 25% off Them's Fightin' Herds. You can get the Skullgirl soundtrack and as well as other such things. So there you go.
Sick.
Okay.
I mean, that it's kind of weird that like Sign is being like why Sign?
I don't know.
I mean that's humble bundles are often that kind of thing. It's just why.
Right.
Anyway, there's something you can do. Mm-hmm. One thing that I saw, speaking of Soul Calibur, is I really enjoyed the gameplay videos that Ketchup and Mustard put up.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
They put up a bunch of videos of themselves playing Soul Calibur. And I don't think that they're like Soul Calibur experts or anything, but, they played it back when like everybody else did. And it was cool to see. The game looks really fast, very interesting.
You know, those two guys are scientists anyway,
Sure.
so that, you know, they're going to put out good content no matter what. So
Yeah, no, it was really good. Definitely check it out. Their YouTube is like something horrible, like P&D, K&M. Something awful like that. But in any case, just search YouTube for like ketchup and mustard, Soul Calibur. You know, just find a lot of stuff there.
Right. Okay.
I was in that video, huh?
Okay, I guess you were in that video. There
Well.
The video, the MvCI combo video, yes, the Dante Must Die
That was
one.
very cool.
Wolverine Master released that one, but he got a bunch of different people to help with that combo video. So definitely, it was all Power Stone combo videos that killed. And
Dante.
Yeah, and every single time it was Dante they killed.
Yeah, and the editing was really cool too, though. Like for each combo, when they activated Power Stone, it would say the name of the person who came up with it.
Like freeze,
like
and
in the
yeah,
lettering of Power Stone. Yeah,
it was
very
really
cool.
It was really cool. So.
Okay, cool. I started at 3 minutes and 29 seconds in the Justin Wong video.
There you go.
Well, I'll check it out. I'll load it up to 3 minutes and 29 seconds and see what I had to say.
Oh man. What are you talking about, Curly?
No, not the game Power Stone, but the actual in-game
Yeah.
Marvel Power Gem
when I
Stone.
when I retweeted it out, I actually wrote like, "Oh, it's like a Power Stone combo video," and I was like, "I need to change the wording on this because everyone's gonna be like, man, I thought that was a power. It was gonna be for Power Stone." So there you go.
No.
Yeah, sorry, ice lasers, our bad.
Well, anything else? What's going on?
That's all I have for game news that I have here. So if there's anything else that you can think of, anything else that you want to talk about, you know.
I think that's about it.
Talk about how Tomo's the best player of all time. No, just kidding.
Probably not. Probably not. You know.
Honestly, I don't think he would be the best player of all time. I mean, right now, but I think he would be good and relevant.
Wow, I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
That makes sense. It's easy enough. Yeah.
But honestly, like, one of the things that I do want to talk about, it just is, the sarcastic tweet that I put out about just enjoying all the different games. I mean,
Okay.
I was even talking to somebody else about, like, I think that this might be the peak of the FGC. I think that this is the greatest time for the fighting game community just because we have so many good games to play. Like, you go back even in the 90s when everybody was high on CVS2 and Third Strike. One, they weren't high on those games.
At the time, yeah.
Yeah, and two, there was so many terrible fighting games out at that time. There was War Gods and how many Neo Geo terrible fighters out there, and Mace the Dark Age, Time Killers, and all these like terrible fighting games out there and everything like that. I think we're in a great time, and I think that all the games that we have are fantastic right now.
Right.
And I think that they're not necessarily the best version of that game. Like, I don't think Street Fighter V is the best Street Fighter, but then again, what is the best Street Fighter, right?
Yeah, personal opinion, of course.
But we are in a time where all the games are really solid. They're all super fun. They're all super deep. I've seen... so what I hate right now is that every time someone wants to say anything good about DBZ, they say something bad about Marvel. And anytime someone wants to say anything bad about DBZ, they say something good about Marvel. It's like there's always this weird, comparison thing. And I just don't think that that's necessary.
It's definitely not necessary. They're very different games. But it's also not... It's not useful. I don't know who thinks that's a good point to get across. Like, why would that convince anybody to play or not play? Just let people play the games that they enjoy. You don't need to play games that you don't like, and you should play games that you do like. It's a pretty easy calculus.
What do you think of this Sonic Fox Goichi thing?
Oh, yeah. Excellent. I'm so happy it's happening. I mean, yeah. How could you not? It's those guys have never been, well, at least not for a long period of time, not playing the same game, and yet they've dominated other games and subgenres, and that's very cool. They're super talented, the both of them, and
this is the best part about Dragon Ball right now is that it's bringing all the communities together.
Definitely.
A lot of people had talked about when Street Fighter came out. They're like, everyone's gonna play that. then when Marvel came out, remember when it first came out, everyone was talking about how like it was bringing all the communities together.
Yeah.
And then now Dragon Ball is actually doing
it.
So yeah, it's really exciting.
Yeah, many games in the past have seemed like they had the promise to do that. And you have conversations with people, like I remember Marvel's a good example. I had conversations with people from NRS scenes and anime and Street Fighter and whatever. They all said that they wanted to play.
Right.
And then when the actual game actually released and I hit them up to play, they were like, maybe next week, etc.
Dude, that's how it always happens, dude.
Always has happened. But now Dragon Ball, that's actually happening.
Yeah.
They actually are playing
Yeah.
this different game. So that's awesome.
Excellent. Anyways, someone just said excellent Bill and Ted.
Bill and Ted.
So here's a good question from Herb in the chat though. Who do you think would win? Who do you like?
I like Sonic Fox.
Yeah, it's hard not.
Maybe
to.
I'm a homer about
It's
it.
hard
I'll admit
not
it.
to. It's hard not to. So, yeah, I think Sonic Fox is the favorite right now, for sure.
For sure, huh?
Yeah, especially after what he did to Chris G, being sent to losers 2-0 by Chris G and then coming back and 6-0ing him. Like, that's kind of nuts. Like, if he knows that this card is coming, he'll go watch all of Goichi's videos, and that'll probably be it.
You think that's it, huh?
Yeah.
Dang. Prep time Fox.
Prep time Fox is pretty scary. Dude.
Fox man.
Which, of course, is funny because he lost to Batman at the...
Oh, dang.
Yeah, so there you go.
But I do. It wasn't a surprise to me that Chris G did as well as he did at Winter Brawl.
No.
He did really well at the Long Beach tournament, whose name I forget, for Dragon Ball.
Oh, Dragon Brawl?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Dude, he's been beating everybody on the West Coast.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So that wasn't a surprise to me.
Yeah, that was the grand finals is no shock.
Sure.
Chris G's definitely, I think, one of the best in the game right now. So
Definitely.
Really excited, dude.
What's your question, Deathbringer1662? My question for you is, why 1662? What happened that year?
Yeah, I know,
What happened
right?
in 16? A lot of things happened in 1662.
Was that like the Black Plague year?
I mean, there were a lot of people died in 1662. I guarantee that, for many different reasons.
Well, I mean, Prep Time Daigo. Oh yeah, we should probably have mentioned that too. The God, I do not know how to pronounce that.
Kemonomichi, I believe. Something like that, buddy. I don't know.
Kemonomichi.
Kemonomichi. What did I say?
Right? No, I don't know if that's actually it.
I don't remember.
Daigo, Tokido. Kemonomichi, yes.
I was right. Okay.
Kemonomichi number 2. The 3 cards have been announced for that. Kemonomichi. The 3 cards have been announced, and the top billing is now Daigo versus Tokido.
Ooh.
And even though, and we're talking about Prep Time, because remember, Prep Time Daigo's beat everybody up. Did you watch the trailer video? Daigo's in there. He's just like, yeah, if we do a first to 10, there's no way I'm gonna lose. I mean, like, I'm like, of course I'm gonna win. Like, he has like literally just been like, no, he was like, I don't see how I could lose. So he's pretty confident that he's gonna take out Tokido. But then, of course, the second card is Tanukana versus Yu.
Oh, cool.
In Tekken 7, 2 of the top female players in Tekken in Japan. And then, of course, in Super Turbo, they're going to have Kotaka Shoten versus Ito.
Interesting.
As well. So I really like these events that he's putting on, these little, card matches like that. I think that's super cool. So.
Oh, I do not have cerebral palsy. That's a lot more serious than what I have going on, that's for sure. I just have something that's called cervical radiculopathy, which is basically that the little area of the spine that the nerve comes through between your brain and the rest of your body is too small, so it's impinged. It's basically an impinged nerve. But unfortunately, that's the nerve that then goes out to control my arms and hands, which is why I can't really control them as well as I used to. So, it's way less serious than cerebral palsy, that's for sure. And what stick I use my own split box that I've shown off on this program before, although the PCB died. Yeah. So I ordered a Brook UFB PCB to replace it. That should be here next week.
Okay. Kemonomichi 2 takes place on March 10th. That will be streamed probably on Twitch TV/Daigo the Beast TV. So,
Makes sense.
Yeah.
No, not Spliffbox. That's hilarious, though. Splitbox, because it's a hitbox that I can separate into two halves. I can split it. Come on. Oh, yeah, that lawsuit in New York, right. So the Southern District of New York, which is a federal court out New York way, the judge in that case decided that a website that was had hosted an image from Twitter. So they weren't hosting it. They had, what did I just say? They're not hosting it. They embedded it.
Right.
Twitter was hosting it. That just embedding it on their website was cause for direct infringement lawsuit. For the last 10 years, there's been a precedent set by a case in California, in the 9th District Federal Court, that basically said that if you're not hosting some content, you can't be sued for direct infringement for it. Some other ways to bust somebody for that, but not like direct infringement. So this is a new thing. If so, what's going to happen next, maybe, is that there will be an appeal. Then the court above them gets to decide it. Ultimately, maybe the Supreme Court. But since they're in different districts, that's the 2nd District, we're in the 9th District, that case is not actually going to matter for people in California or the rest of the country, only in New York. But since New York is gigantic and very important, it matters. It definitely matters. So it would be bad news for the internet if you could bust anybody who had embedded any image for copyright infringement, needless to say.
Yeah, I don't think you can view the image directly on Google Images anymore.
Oh, exactly right.
Right.
This is exactly the reason.
You can visit the website that's there, you can save the image, but you can't just open that image on a separate web page.
That is right, exactly right. So previously, the rule that I talked about from 10 years ago, that was actually set against, well, Google was sued in that case, and for doing exactly that, right? For like going to image search, and then you can see image. Google was sued for it, and the court said that they should not be busted. Do you know who the plaintiff was in that case?
Who's that?
It was a porno company. Perfect 10. I mean, it's not like hardcore porn, but like nudie pictures.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Perfect 10 actually has a couple of really big important cases. They sued Google and they sued Amazon, and
yeah, even if you
actually there's one more recently than that too.
Even if you do the right click and open tab, or like open image and new tab, you're only opening that preview image on Google. You're not opening the actual image. So that doesn't work on Google Image because if the preview on on the Google Images site is smaller than the actual graphic, you're getting the small version, not the whole thing. So that's why that doesn't work.
There's a lot of funny cases like that in the law. A lot of stuff gets set by weirdos. Because think about like what the test cases are. The important cases that set new rules. They're often made by parties that are like doing new weird stuff. So there's like porn cases, and there's a famous case with Hustler and the guy who ran that thing, and yeah, that's an actually really important free speech First Amendment case.
Yeah. The People versus Larry Flint was a movie that came out that was all about that.
Exactly.
I remember that. I never saw that movie, but I remember
it.
I remember hearing about that. So
yeah, I'm not saying it's weird to you know what I mean.
You know, the Hustler company actually owned Tips and Tricks magazine.
What, really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
So basically, I had a friend who worked at Tips and Tricks, and he just walked up to me. He's like, "Hey, you want a bunch of Hustler magazines? I can get them for free." I'm like, "No thanks, but I'll keep that in mind."
Dang, back in the day, that was gold, dude.
Yeah, I know, right? Before the internet, jeez, man.
God.
Yeah. Oh man, dude, the porn industry determines everything. Yeah. All the media formats, right? DVDs won because of porn. VHS won because of porn.
Big part of it.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Porn was one of the first adopters of photographs. I mean, this makes sense.
Right.
People are trying to see naked people, James. They always are.
It's never going to stop.
Never, for sure.
Never going to stop. It's going to be the way for forever, pretty much. So, oh man. We're going to get shut down by Twitch so bad right now. We're talking about porn.
Hey, talking about the law, all right?
Exactly.
Talking about law.
Porn did help Blu-ray. That's what got Blu-ray to win against HD DVD, right? So when the Xbox 360 came out, they had the HD DVD drive, and the PlayStation was trying to push the Blu-ray. And Sony has always failed. They failed on the mini cassettes. They failed on the stupid UMDs and everything like that, on the PSP. They've always failed. And Blu-ray was their first new format success because the porn industry went with Blu-ray. And that's why Blu-ray won over HD DVD.
Do you know why they picked Blu-ray?
I think because it had more storage on the disc. I think that was basically all it really came down to. So, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, porn killed Betamax. That's for sure. So,
Mandarin Cuties? Who doesn't like Cuties?
why are they saying it's a sponsor?
Yeah, I always just come up with stupid fake sponsors on my stream to like
really?
put on the left.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I think like last week I had like Coca-Cola or whatever, but this time I put on Cuties. Right. Who doesn't like Cuties?
Cuties are good. Dude.
They're great.
Cuties and Halos is the other one.
Halos are
right?
good.
Yeah, they're both really good. So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
They're oranges, all right, for people who don't know. Mandarins. Well,
Tangerines.
They're Mandarin oranges.
Yeah,
oranges.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, Cuties are.
Okay.
Anyway. They're not. How do you not like Cuties? You're a wild person.
Like, in any way of the word, how do you hate Cuties, right? That means you hate us.
Yeah. Although I don't know if this counts as cute. This is like maybe
Dude,
awesome.
I think I feel like this mustache and this beard, although not
maybe
impressive.
rad.
I think it's kind of impressive, to be honest.
Impressive, maybe. I just feel like cutie is not the right word.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Look at this guy. Oh man, I'm gonna shave it for sure.
But
it's definitely dead like tomorrow or the next day at the most.
I don't know if this counts as a mini spoiler of Super Mario Odyssey, but last night I defeated the hardest thing in the game, and I was really excited about that. So that was a lot of fun. So, game is so good.
It's a good game.
Ridiculously good. So, there you go. I really want to get on Dragon Ball and try to find another character.
Just play 16.
I'll probably just play 16.
Just pick him up. You will like him for sure.
Okay.
As soon as you press the H button and you get right through somebody else's plans,
armor,
whatever their plans were, you're just like, bam, I'm gonna get out of here.
Yeah, I know.
As soon as you press that button, you're like, yes.
Okay.
Alrighty. Thanks for watching, everybody. We're not doing anything this weekend. In fact, I think the next thing we're doing is Final Round.
Is it that final round that we're doing next?
I believe so.
Okay.
Well, at least for me.
Just as a warning, we won't be doing the Tuesday show next week. If I'm free, maybe we can do the Thursday show or something like that.
What's Tuesday?
But I will be out of town on Tuesday,
okay.
So I will not be around on Tuesday. So, but maybe we could move it to Thursday or something like that. So, okay. All right. Talk to you guys later. See you maybe next week. If not, then we will see you in a couple of weeks. So. All right, peace out, everybody.
Beep, beep, beep,
oh,
beep,
wait,
beep.
Yeah, we're not done yet. We're still here.
Yeah, I think Yamcha is not very good.
That's why I dropped him. I can't make him work.
What do you think about that H that makes him like flip backwards half screen so you can't actually combo into it?
It's annoying, but I think that's actually one of the secrets to him being kind of decent.
Oh, yeah?
Because it's plus on block.
Oh.
So you have to use that to get in, I think, which is annoying because you have to go backwards then forward to get in, and I don't know, it just seems kind of odd to me.
Is it the same if you chain into it, or as if you just press
fierce?
Yeah,
if you chain into it, it's still plus on block.
Sick.
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's cool, man. I didn't know that. I feel like I don't know anything in that game. It's so complicated.
There's a lot to learn in that
though.
game.
Yeah,
There's a
I
lot
really
to
like
learn.
it.
And like I said, it's really subtle between all the different characters on what you can do and can't do. So.
Yeah, Theo got top 8. It's true.